Hey guys, I'm Greg. Welcome to Gregsbeerreviews today. Let's go see what's in the fridge today, guys. Hello everybody, welcome to Gregsbeerreviews. Today's beer, we're going to do the 11.11.11 Stone Brewing's Vertical Epic. This is a 9.4%. This is a chili beer. So they brewed it with some kind of chilies in here. This is a retired beer, of course. This beer is several years old. I bought this beer. I don't know what they're up to, if they're still doing these beers, but it is a 9.4%. Untapped has it as a Belgian strong dark ale, so it should have cellared very well. It is a 22-ounce bomber, and it does look like it has a sediment cake in the bottom of it. That happens quite a bit when you cellar a beer. The darker beers, you can't see it when you're pouring it, but the clearer beers, you can see that in the bottom of the beer, and when you start pouring it, it kind of sometimes mixes up. Sometimes it stays pretty heavy in the bottom, it stays there, sometimes it doesn't. So I don't know what we're going to get with this one. The one we did yesterday was a Belgian IPA, so I probably shouldn't have cellared that one that long. It's my fault. I thought it was some kind of Belgian double or triple two. So and this one over at Untapped, they don't have the IBUs, but they do have it listed for that particular one, and it is a very long commercial description, guys, so bear with me please. I'm going to read it. Ale brewed with Anaheim chilies and cinnamon. As with any good epic, herein lies the promise of larger than life experiences, heroics and twists and turns as the adventure unfolds. These bottle conditioned ales are specifically designed to be aged until sometime after December 12th of 2012. This is 2019, not to December. We're in the end of July here, so we shall see how well it has cellared. Provided you can wait that long, and I don't have a problem doing that, guys. If I buy a beer and I want to cellar it, I'll stick it in the fridge downstairs and I forget about it. That's the way I can sell these beers 2, 3, 5, 10 years or longer down in that fridge, because I don't see them. They're down there, and I don't look at them. I don't see them. I'm not. There's a lot of people say, oh, I can't cellar a beer that long. I don't have that problem, guys. It's out of sight, it's out of mind, as far as I'm concerned. So at that time, enjoying it in a vertical tasting. I don't do that anymore, guys. Y'all know with the heart problems I've had and the diet that I'm on, I don't do very many big beers at the same time. I don't do any verticals anymore. I stopped doing it, period. So I had 3 vertical ales. We did one yesterday. We got one here today. This is the final beer of the evening for me, and we got one more, 12-12-12, that I'll probably try to do that tomorrow, just to get them out of the fridge, because they've been in there long enough, basically. Each one is unique to its year of release, each with its own twist and turn in the plot line. Each one released 1 year, 1 month, and 1 day from the previous year's edition. This year's Stone Vertical Epic Ale may justifiably be considered the non-sequitur edition. We somehow came to the conclusion that adding Anaheim chilies from New Mexico's Hatch Valley plus whole cinnamon sticks to an amber-hued brew fermented with Belgian Flanders Golden Ale yeast, which provides a fairly intense character of lots of clove and banana overtones, would create a very tasty result, and we believe it does. The Anaheim chili is known for its rich flavor and more than endorphin-inducing heat, and cinnamon adds a nice twist. Part of the promise behind the Vertical Epic Ale series itself. As with any epic, remember that it's not just a destination, but the journey. So we'll see how the journey this one has came to be at the end of its journey. So sometime after December 12th of 2012. Well, we're not into December of 2019, we're in the end of July of 2019, so got quite a few years of aging on this beer. So hopefully it's still going to be tasty and I can get some of those chili notes and some of the Belgian yeast qualities. It's not an IPA, so this one probably should have cellared very well. So, with that being said, let me see if there's anything written on the bottle. Yesterday's had a bright yellow date code on it, but I'm not seeing it on this one. But it is sweating profusely now that I've got it out of the fridge for about 5 minutes. So let's get it on. Let's get it open and see what we got here, guys. I used to be a big fan of the Stone beers before I started getting into some of the New England style beers, and they're not quite as impressive to me as they used to be. But you got to judge it for what it is, and I try to do that nowadays. I mean, they're not claiming it to be anything other than what it is. So, with that being said, a little over a finger of head on that beer, and the sun is trying to poke through the window here today. It is a rich red mahogany color, a lot of bubbles streaming up, very clear beer. Does look like a filtered beer to me. Good looking beer. A very nice mahogany garnet color to the beer. Very good looking beer. To the nose we go. A little bit of the Belgian yeast qualities. Nice maltiness to it. You're not getting a whole lot of chilies on the nose. Maybe a slight hint. Probably going to get more on the taste, especially letting it come up to room temperature. So let's see what we got. Cheers, everybody. Seems to be a decent beer. Not outstanding, not world class. Maybe the chilies may have been more impressive, fresh, than what I'm getting now, but it does seem to have cellared very well. I'm not getting any off flavors or aromas, and not getting a lot of heat. If you're telling me you're brewing a beer with some chilies, I want to taste that heat. I like hot, spicy stuff. And this is a little lackluster in that aspect, and I don't know if the aging has anything to do with that or not. And I apologize for the light. The camera's probably going crazy with the sun coming through here. So, when I come back for the final show, the sun will be down and we won't have that problem. So, it is a tasty beer. I'm not going to take that away from it. It does taste pretty good, and it seems to me have cellared very well. So let's sip on it for a little bit, and we'll come back and see if I can detect anything or if it opens up any more as it comes up to room temperature. Alright guys, I'm back. A little bit left here in the glass. Decent beer. Not outstanding or not world class or anything like that. A decent Belgian strong dark ale. Not getting a lot of chilies, not a lot of heat from this. Maybe that's where they wanted it to be. Maybe it had more heat fresh than I'm getting now. I'm not aware of the chilies fading over time. Maybe they do, like hops or coffee. Probably not something that I would purchase again. I have one more in there, but I'm not been impressed with the last one yesterday or this one. We have one more in there, and if it doesn't impress me, I'm probably not going to buy any more vertical ales from Stone. Just my opinion though, guys. You may think, oh my god, that's the best beer I've ever tasted. So be it. But unless it impresses me to the point where I say I would buy it again, I won't buy it again. So it is what it is. So this is up to room temperature. Been sitting on it for a while, 45 minutes or so. Decent beer. I'm not going to take that away from it. It is a cellar ale. It is a decent beer, but I'm not getting the heat from the chilies that I was expecting to get. There are better Belgian strong dark ales than this. So it is what it is. Final choke. Other than the chilies being faded now, you really have to look for them. They're so subdued at this stage of the game. You really have to look for them. There's not a lot of heat to this beer at this stage of the game, so not super impressed with this beer, guys. Hopefully the 12.12.12 edition will be a little better. I don't know what style it's in. We will find that out tomorrow. We'll get that one out and see what it is and what style it's done in. And I haven't bought any more since the 12.12.12, so we'll see. If it impresses me, maybe I'll look for the newest edition. If they still do this, I'm not sure if they do or not. I didn't go try to research that. But for a 9.4% alcohol is well hidden, but I'm not getting a lot of the heat or the chili notes on this beer at this stage. So it's a B beer, guys, and I'm going to grade it accordingly. I'm going to give it an 85. It's a B beer right down the middle of the road. It's not a B plus beer, it's a B beer. If I seen the 11.11.11 somewhere, probably would not. Being as old as it is, I would not purchase it again. I wasn't impressed enough to do that. And being a bomber with a silkscreen label on it, which adds cost to the beer. It wasn't a cheap beer to buy. I don't remember what I paid for it. It's been too long ago. But it's not something that I was impressed enough to buy it again. So 85 for me, guys. Over to Beer Advocate, they say 86. Pretty close there numbers. We're pretty much in agreement. And over to Untapped, they have it at 3.77. That's in their B plus range. So this barely 2 notches above. So fresher, it may have got the B plus from me, or maybe even better. I'm not sure. I didn't have one fresh, so I threw this in the fridge to go along with the other verticals from Stone that I had. It just stayed, like I said, 85. That's where I'm going to put it. So if you've had the Stone 11.11.11 vertical recently, let me know what you think. And until we meet again, let's go see what's in the fridge.